Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dave and I'm a long-haul truck driver in North America. So here we are this morning, just about to leave the yard. A bit of snow again. Roads weren't too bad on the drive up here in the truck, in the pickup truck. So hoping it won't be too bad, but it is still trying to snow a little. So this week sees me, I've picked up this trailer in the yard. I'm taking it out to Dryden, out to Thunder Bay, Ontario, where I'm then switching with another loaded trailer to go down to Jackson, Missouri. So nice little trip. Haven't worked out the mileage yet. I'll let you guys know the mileage later in the day. So that's us out the yard. We'll go and get some miles done, get some trucking done, and I'll get back with you guys later. Today's one of those days where you just can't keep anything clean. The windscreen, any of the windows, there's lots of slush. They've been out salting the roads, lots of slush and spray off other vehicles. I'm really sorry, I actually washed mine while I was at home. I washed it yesterday. It was absolutely gleaming. I dread to think what it'll be like by the time I get there. So we've had a little workout at the mileage. This trip to my delivery is going to be 1,400 miles, 1,400 miles. So we should be there mid-morning Saturday to make delivery, if everything goes according to plan. Fortunately, the place I'm delivering to is open 24/7, so we can deliver there anytime. Good place to go. I've been there a few times. Never really takes all that long there. They unload you pretty smartly. So I don't know where I'm going to stay tonight though, because I've still got 300 mile to get to where I'm picking up the load from in Thunder Bay. So that's putting it about probably about 5:30 local time before I even get there. And then heading down to the border, it's all just two lane. It's I suppose what in the UK we'd call an A road. And there isn't any good places to stay. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided that. But we'll probably get back to you after we've switched trailers and maybe work something out before I leave the shipper. Talk to you later, guys. Is that you, Director Neal?
I don't know if you know this, but I'm going home. Are you?
I'll be going home in, maybe by Saturday or Sunday I'll be heading home.
You get a bit more snow that way, driver?
Yeah, same behind me. You get a little bit before Ignis, a little bit after, then it clears up to Dryden.
Alright then, driver, 10-4. I'll give you a call now. Ta-da!
Alright mate, ta-da. So you've just seen director Neal going the opposite way. He's heading home. He's actually heading back to the UK for a couple of weeks next week, so that's his last trip before he goes back to the UK. Neal and I we've been friends since before they even came to live in Canada. Neal contacted me about driving in Canada, what it was like, how to go about it, you know, just asking the questions. And then him and his wife Samantha, they come over for a visit, and we met up and we got on really well. We've been friends ever since. Neal came and lived with us for a short time, helped us move house. We got him roped into that. He came to live with us when he first came over here and started driving over here before he'd bought his own house. So we managed to, we were in the process of buying somewhere else, and we managed to rope him in for that. So, but we've been really good friends ever since. There was a time when, I don't want to say too much, but there was a time when Neal found himself between jobs, we'll say. And he called me up. Beaver Trucks, which is the local Volvo dealer in Winnipeg. Beaver Trucks got 2 trucks on the lot for sale, and they want $1,000 deposit. He said, I think I'm buying a truck. I said, okay, well if you're buying one, so am I, so put the deposit down on the other one for me. And that really is how we became owner operators over here. So our first trucks, they were both consecutive VIN numbers. We put them on at the same company at Penner International. We had consecutive fleet numbers. We're now on our 3rd truck. We've changed our trucks at the same time. We've ended up with consecutive VIN numbers. Apart from this time, his OCD kicked in this time. He wouldn't have an odd number for the VIN number. So they gave him an even number. But we've now ended up with VIN numbers with one number in between. But that's how we ended up becoming owner operators, and we're still really good friends now. Although you wouldn't think so sometimes, and I really don't know why sometimes, but we are. The trucks that we currently own, I've had a couple of questions asking about the trucks that we currently own. They're Volvo VNL 760s. They have a D13 at 450 brake horsepower and 1860 torque. So just baby engines compared to some of those in Europe, but then we don't carry as much weight here either. The heaviest that we carry is 80,000 pound, which is about 36.5 ton. That's on a tandem trailer, tri-axle tractor unit, so 5 axles. That's the most you can carry in the US. So that is the most that we carry for this company. So we're not running as heavy as you guys back in Europe. So we don't need the huge engines that you have, although it would be nice sometimes. But just a little catch up. Tell you about director Neal and his OCD, and how we actually became owner operators. Right, thanks guys. So it's Friday, 18th of November, and I'm currently in Wisconsin. I've done about 800 kilometres, almost 900 kilometres, sorry, this morning already. And got around 900 kilometres still to go to my delivery. So we'll be there probably around noon tomorrow. Last night got a bit of a pain, and I'd stayed at the shippers last night. I didn't go any further. When I got there to pick the load up, it turned out that it was maximum gross weight for going to the US, and the axles needed sliding. Sliding the axles, sliding the tandems on the trailer is a way of, I explained in one of the previous videos about how it shortens the distance from the kingpin to the axles and helps reduce the cutting of the corner. But it's also a way of distributing the weight. Slide the axles forward, puts more weight on the tandems on the trailer and takes some weight off the drives, and vice versa. So last night I had way too much weight on my drives, so I had to slide the axles. I ended up sliding them as far forward as they would go, and only just made it under within the weight tolerances. Only just made it with half tanks of fuel as well. So by the time I'd finished doing that, it was dark when I arrived there anyway, but by the time I'd finished doing it, I'd had enough, so I just parked there for the night. So here we are, 3/4 of the way through today, and I'm just about to stop here at a place called Oakdale. I'm stopping at the Love's Truck Stop here in Oakdale, Wisconsin. I'm due for a half-hour break, so we're going to go for a shower while we have the break, and then I'll have about 3 hours driving left then once I leave here. So I'll be down in Illinois somewhere for tonight, and like I said, probably about 6 hours to do from there in the morning to my delivery. So not a whole lot of time to waste. Be nice to get it off as early as I can tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing yet after I'm empty, but it certainly would be nice to get it off as early as I can. So this is the truck stop right here. If there's any empty fuel pumps, I'm going to stop and give the windows a clean as well, because the windows are a right mess. Just haven't been able to keep anything clean this trip. No, fuel pumps are all taken right now. So we'll go and park up and go for a shower first, and then we'll do that before we leave. This will do me right here while I go for a shower. Then we can go back up to the fuel pumps on the way back out. So there we go, guys. We'll be back later. Back with another update. It's now Saturday, almost noon on a Saturday, 12 o'clock, and I'm just around the corner from excuse me, just around the corner from my delivery. So we're going to go and get this delivery off, and then we're heading back up into Wisconsin for the reload, which is going back to Winnipeg. So yet again, by tomorrow I'll be on my way home. Should be home Monday. Another nice trip. I've had a couple of more questions about the sliding of axles on the trailer, so I'm going to try, once I've delivered this, I'm not sliding the axles while it's still fully loaded again, but once I'm empty it gets easier to slide the axles, so they do need to be slid back a bit. So I'm going to try and grab a quick video of how that all works, just to slide the axles once I'm empty. We won't be able to do it on their property, so we'll leave there and see if we can find somewhere to do it. So we're only about 6 miles away now. It's somewhere that is right out in the country. It's not actually in the town. It's that easy to get to. So we will be there in less than 10 minutes. We'll be there. Be nice to get rid of this load today. It's been a heavy load, but we've also had a headwind on the way down here, so it's nice to get rid of this load and hopefully get a bit of a tailwind going back up again. That'll certainly help with the fuel consumption. We're down to 7.4 on this trip because of the wind and the weight of the load, but hopefully we can turn that around on the way back up. We're going back up into Wisconsin and just switching trailers up there to take that one to Winnipeg, but I won't be able to get there because of my hours. I can't get there until it's going to be early afternoon tomorrow before I can get up there to switch trailers at the shippers. Right, so we'll be back after the delivery and hopefully get some footage of sliding the tandems, the axles. Be back later. So I'm going to do a quick video of sliding the tandems, sliding the trailer axles, and once we've done this, we'll call that the end of the video. So if you've enjoyed it, click like and subscribe, and we'll be back on tomorrow on our way up for our reload. Take care guys, cheerio for now. So the first thing we've got to do is get the truck and trailer in a reasonably straight line, so that we can either pull forward straight or push back straight to slide the axles. If it's at an angle, then you're going to twist the axles, and it's going to be much harder to try and pull. So once you've got it in a straight line, we then need to apply the trailer brake. Once the trailer brake's applied, that allows us to pull the pins out on the trailer. So let's go back to the trailer and we'll show you there. So this is us at the tandems on the trailer, the back axles. If we have a look under here, we can see the pins that hold the tandems in place. There's two on each side, and then down here, hidden in there, is the button we need to pull that releases those pins. Now you can see that one hasn't released, but that's because there's too much pressure pushing back on it. So what we'll do is we get in the truck now, release a bit of pressure, you'll hear the pin pop out, and then we're good to slide the axle. So that's it, axle slid. That was all done while the parking brake was still applied. Then we release the parking brake, which then pops the pins back out. You may have to slide it a little bit just to make sure the pins are locked in place, which we're just checking for now. And yep, all's good. So there we have it, guys. Catch you on the reload. Take care, cheerio for now.